Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you.
So two things, Ed. One, every Christian reading their Bible has to admit there's going to be the rapture that is going to happen, okay? It's in the Bible, okay? Number two, when we read all of the information about prophecy of Christ's second coming, there seems to be two phases of his coming back. What are they?
Well, the catching up to heaven and the return to earth. What has to happen when we're caught up to heaven? What will happen when we return to earth with him?
Yeah, and when we look at the information, the reason we say there's two phases to this, separated by a period of judgment of certain years here, is, for example, we're told about the rapture. Christ comes in the air, and we meet him. At the second coming, Christ comes to the earth. At the rapture, Christ comes for his saints. And in the second coming, Christ comes with his saints. At the rapture, believers depart from the earth. At the second coming, unbelievers are taken away from the earth. At the rapture, Christ claims his bride. At the second coming, Christ comes with his bride. At the rapture, there are no signs. It's an imminent event, which we're going to see from other verses. At the second coming, it's preceded by a ton of signs that we're going to look at in Matthew 24. At the rapture, Christ comes to reward Christians. At the second coming, he comes to judge. And at the rapture, this is a time of blessing and comfort. But from the Bible, we find out the second coming is a time of destruction. The rapture involves believers only. The second coming involves Israel and the Gentile nations. The rapture will occur in a moment, in the time it takes to blink an eye, and only his own will see him. Whereas at the second coming, he'll be visible to the entire world, and every eye shall see him. After the rapture, the tribulation begins. And after the second coming, the millennium begins. Now, these are just a few, and we're going to take another program. We're going to really develop those further. But just those differences tell us we got two phases of Christ coming back.
Yeah, there are too many things for all of that to happen in one event.
That's exactly right.
It's obvious it's got to be two.